I silently began throwing her belongings out of our house while my wife, oblivious to my knowledge of her infidelity, screamed in shock. "Have you lost your mind?" Be me, 31-year-old Ryan, working as a software developer at a big tech company in Denver, living what most would call the dream life. Beautiful house in an upscale neighborhood, driving a nice car. Everything seems perfect on social media. One random Tuesday in October, decide to head home early. Want to surprise my wife, Amanda. Maybe take her out for a nice dinner or plan something spontaneous. Haven't done that in a while. Pull up to our house around 3 p.m. Something feels off right away. Can't explain it. Just this weird feeling in my gut. Like when you know something's wrong, walk upstairs to our bedroom. Doors slightly open, just enough to see inside. Feel my heart starting to race. Peek through the gap. World stops spinning. There's Amanda, my wife of 7 years, in our bed with another man. Guy looks young, maybe mid-20s. Tattoos covering his arms. Lean build that looks completely out of place in the home we built together. They're wrapped up in each other, the way she used to be with me. She's looking at him with such intensity, the kind she hasn't shown me in years, the kind that used to make me feel special. Standing there, frozen. Can't move, can't breathe. Then I hear it, her voice, her laugh, her telling him, "You're the best." Each word like a knife in my chest, destroying every memory we ever made. Feel rage building inside, like a storm about to break. But I don't move, don't make a sound. Just back away slowly. My chest feels tight, head spinning. Can hear my heartbeat in my ears. Every step feels heavy, like I'm walking through concrete. Focus on breathing. Just need to get out, without breaking down, without letting them know. I've seen everything. Make it to my car somehow. Know one thing for sure. This isn't something we can talk through. No coming back from this. She crossed a line that can't be uncrossed. Start planning in my head. Not going to just confront her. Not going to listen to excuses. She needs to face consequences. Real ones this time. Crash at my best friend Robert's place. Known him since high school. He's the only one I can trust right now. Lying on his couch, staring at the ceiling, while he paces around trying to process what I told him. "You can't just sit here all night stewing," Robert says. Puts a glass of whiskey next to me. "What are you going to do about this?" "What am I going to do?" My voice barely a whisper. "I'm going to make sure she regrets every second of it." Robert raises an eyebrow. Surprise flashes across his face. "So you're not just going to talk it out?" Let out a hollow laugh. "Talk it out?" I've given her years of talking. This time I want her to feel it. Robert falls silent. He knows something in me has changed. I'm not the same guy anymore. Not the one who always tried to understand. Not the one who kept forgiving. Amanda killed that person today. My mind is working overtime, processing every detail, planning every move, looking for any leverage I can find, know exactly where to start. Next morning, head to the bank first thing. Need to secure everything. Get ready for whatever legal mess comes next. Want to be 3 steps ahead of her? Close our joint account. Secure my savings. Get everything ready for what's coming. Walking out feeling more in control. Call a divorce attorney. Robert recommended her. Set up meeting for that afternoon. Need to move fast. Can't give Amanda time to react. Sitting in lawyer's office. Lay out everything. Our 8 years of marriage. All the sacrifices I made. The betrayal I witnessed. Lawyer listens carefully. Takes notes. Stays professional. Then looks at me seriously. "If you're serious about this, you need to be thorough. Document everything. Evidence matters in these cases, especially if you're seeking financial recourse. And one more thing, you need to keep a level head. This isn't just about revenge. It's about securing your future." Her words hit home. This isn't a game. If I want to break free with my dignity, need to stay smart. Need to think clearly. Leave the office feeling stronger. Have a solid plan now. Like armor around me. My resolve sharper than any anger. Ready for what comes next. Wait 2 days. Complete silence. Let her feel every hour without word from me. Let her wonder what's coming. Then send a simple text. "Let's meet, we need to talk." Choose a coffee shop downtown. Public place. Where she can't try emotional manipulation. Set the meeting for tomorrow afternoon. Time to end this properly. Walk into the coffee shop. See Amanda by the window, wearing that fitted blue dress. One she used to wear on our date nights. Such an obvious manipulation tactic. Almost funny how predictable she is. She looks up when she sees me. Tries to force a smile. Not playing her game. Sit down across from her. Look her straight in the eyes. "I know everything, Amanda." Watch her smile fade. She looks down at her hands, trying to find the right angle to play. "Ryan, I didn't mean for this to happen. It's not what you think. I've just been feeling so lonely. Like we're drifting apart. I needed something." Cut her off. Keep my voice sharp. "So you thought the answer was some skinny kid? Someone who can't even spell commitment? That's how you deal with feeling lonely?" That's what justifies everything. She flinches, but quickly composes herself, puts on that pitiful look I used to fall for. You don't understand, Ryan. You've been so distant, so focused on your work. I felt invisible. The excuses pour out, one after another, each one more pathetic than the last. Not buying any of it. Spent years trusting her, built our whole life around her. Now she wants me to take the blame. She keeps spinning her tales about loneliness, about feeling neglected, trying to find an emotional hook. But I'm not biting. When she realizes it's not working, her voice goes soft, almost desperate. Ryan, I'm sorry. I don't know why I did it. Please don't throw everything away. Over one mistake. I love you. I swear it didn't mean anything. Give her a hollow smile. Didn't mean anything, Amanda? I came home and saw you with him. Heard you laughing, moaning, telling him he was the best. If that's what nothing means to you, I can't imagine what something actually means. She looks away, can't meet my eyes, searching for words, trying to salvage something, but I'm not giving her the chance. I've already spoken to a lawyer. You can keep the house, keep the memories, but I'm done. This marriage is done. Watch her face twist, disbelief in her eyes. She opens her mouth. Hold up my hand. Stop her before she starts. No more lies. No more excuses. If you really want to be with him, go ahead. I'll make sure you're free to pursue whatever you need. Stand up. Feel the weight lifting. Look down at her one last time. Goodbye, Amanda. Walk out of the coffee shop. Feel strange mix of relief and finality. Don't look back. Don't need to. Our life together is over. No going back now. Drive back to Robert's place. For first time in days. Can finally breathe. Amanda and I are done. No lingering doubts. No hesitation. She can have her lover. Her lies. Whatever empty life she's built. I'm moving forward. Next morning at Robert's. Organizing my stuff. Phone buzzes. Unknown number. Something tells me to answer. Hello? Brace myself for whatever's coming. Shaky voice on the other end. Ryan, it's Amanda. Feel instant irritation. Amanda, we said everything yesterday. Nothing left to discuss. She takes a ragged breath. Voice trembling. Please just listen for a minute. I need your help. Anger building again. You've got some nerve. Calling me for help after everything. Why don't you ask your boyfriend? Long pause. Then her voice comes back. Quiet and broken. He's not who I thought he was. I don't think I'm safe anymore. Freeze for a moment. This isn't the Amanda from yesterday. This pleading, terrified tone doesn't fit the manipulative woman from the coffee shop. Before I can respond, she continues, voice cracking with fear. He's been showing up at my work, waiting outside, calling nonstop. He won't leave me alone. What do you mean? Feel a chill despite myself. She hesitates, can almost picture her looking over her shoulder. He knows everything about you, about us. Says if I don't leave with him, he'll hurt you. He's unpredictable. I don't know what he'll do. First instinct is to hang up, tell her it's her problem. She got herself into this mess, but something in her voice stops me. Realize something important. As much as I want to be rid of Amanda, can't let her or myself get tangled up with someone capable of violence. One thing to leave her, another to ignore real danger. All right, Amanda, say it against every impulse. I'll come by later. We'll figure this out. But make no mistake, this doesn't change anything between us. Arrive at her apartment. She looks nothing like yesterday. Pale, eyes hollow. Usually composed appearance gone, replaced by visible fear, bordering on panic. She lets me in. Locks door behind us, hands shaking. He's been calling all day, voice barely a whisper. I didn't know who else to call. Tell me everything. Want to get this over with. Get all the details. She sits down, wringing her hands. Met him a few months ago. Seemed exciting, spontaneous. Then he started getting possessive. When I tried to pull back, he got aggressive. Thought it was just a phase. But now he won't let go. Feel anger boiling up again. So you thought you'd drag me into this? After throwing everything away for this guy, her face crumples. But I stay firm, not letting her off easy. You don't understand, Ryan. Voice mixing guilt and desperation. He's not stable. He knows where you live, where you work. He's obsessed. I didn't think it would get this bad. Look away. Bitter taste in mouth. Didn't sign up for this, but can't ignore the fact this man has targeted me too. Not letting someone threaten my life because of her mistakes. All right. Say slowly. Keep voice firm. We're going to end this. I'll talk to him myself. Her eyes widen. Ryan, he's dangerous. You don't know what he's capable of. Then it's time he finds out what I'm capable of. Surprise myself with confidence in my voice. Not doing this for her. Doing this because no one threatens me or uses me as a pawn in their game. That evening, sitting in my car outside her apartment, waiting for him to show up. No weapons, but not about to be intimidated. Been pushed to my limit. If he wants a fight, I'm ready. Been waiting for almost an hour. Starting to think he won't show. Then see a car pulling up. Headlights off. Moving slow like a predator. Watch a figure emerge. His silhouette sharp against streetlights. It's him. The man who took everything from me. And now wants more. Get out of my car. Step into the light. Watch him freeze. Surprise on his face. Then it twists into a sneer. So you're the husband. His voice drips with contempt. And you're the mistake. Step closer. You're going to leave us both alone. Understand? He laughs. Harsh, mocking sound. Or what? You think I'm scared of you? Look him straight in the eye. Keep my voice cold. Keep it steady. You should be. We stand there, locked in silent standoff. Can feel the tension building, like electricity in the air, waiting to see who breaks first. He takes a step back, clearly sizing me up, can see doubt in his eyes. Wasn't expecting me to stand up. Wasn't ready for confrontation. This isn't over. Mutters before turning away. Walks back to his car, trying to look tough. But I can see the uncertainty. Don't move. Stay perfectly still. Watch until his car disappears. Into the night. Only then take a breath. Deep down know something. This is far from over. But one thing's clear. I'm not the man he thought. He could intimidate if he comes back. He'll find out just how much I'm willing to fight for my freedom. Next few days, stay on high alert. Feel like I'm living in someone else's story. Some thriller gone wrong? Prepared for him to come back. To escalate things, but get nothing but silence. No calls, no texts, no mysterious cars lurking. Almost enough to let my guard down. Almost. Then late one evening, phone lights up. Amanda's number. Feel immediate chill run through me. Against better judgment, answer it. Ryan, she whispers. Voice barely audible. He's back. He's here. Where are you? Already grabbing my jacket. Heart starting to race. At the apartment, he forced his way in. I don't know what to do. Her voice breaks. Line goes dead. Don't think twice. Grab my keys. Run to my car. Sick feeling in my stomach. Don't owe her anything anymore. But can't leave her alone with him. Not after everything I know. Drive faster than I should. Adrenaline pushing me forward. Images of what he might be doing. Flash through my mind. Making me press the gas harder. Arrive at her building. Everything eerily quiet. Flickering hallway lights. Casting long shadows everywhere. Each step echoes as I walk. Heart pounding harder with each one. Take a deep breath. Knock hard on her door. Sound echoes down empty hall. Feel tension in every muscle. Door creaks open slowly. See Amanda's pale face. Eyes wide with relief and fear. She quickly pulls me inside. Locks door behind us. Apartment dimly lit. For a second think maybe she's been alone all along. Playing one final trick. But then I see him. He's standing in the shadows of the living room. Eyes narrow when they lock onto me. Looks different than before. More haggard, more unhinged. Like he's spent days unraveling. All alone with his obsession. He takes a step forward. Gaze shifting between Amanda and me. Twisted smile crosses his face. Back for more, Ryan? His voice bitter, mocking. Did she drag you into her mess again? You're the mess here. Keep my voice steady. Fists clenched tight. You need to leave now. He laughs. Empty, bitter sound fills the whole room. You think I'm just going to walk away? She promised me everything. Now she thinks she can toss me aside. Because you're back in the picture? Amanda steps forward. Voice trembling but determined. I never promised you anything. You pushed your way into my life. Made me feel like I had no choice. I was wrong to ever let you in. But it's over. You need to leave. His face twists with rage. Lunges forward. Grabs her arm hard. Move without thinking. Reach for him. Pull him back. We stumble together. Crash into coffee table. Lamp shatters on floor. He scrambles to his feet. Eyes wild now. Pulls a knife from his pocket. Blade glinting in dim light. Want to play hero, Ryan? Sneers at me. Points knife in my direction. Let's see if you can. Keep my eyes on the knife. Steady my breathing. Didn't come for a fight, but he's given no choice. Take step forward. Keep movements slow. Controlled. Don't want to make him more unstable. But each step seems to push him. Closer to the edge. His grip tightening on knife. Amanda frozen against wall. Eyes wide with terror. Her fear only makes me more determined. Put the knife down. Say it calm. Keep voice unwavering. He smirks. Lifts knife higher. Or what? You going to take me down, Ryan? Before he can move, lunge forward. Grab his wrist. Force knife away from us. He fights back hard. Strength fueled by rage. But hold on tight. Twist his arm hard. He lets out yelp of pain. Knife clatters to floor. Kick it away quick. Slides under couch. Out of reach. But he's not done. Throws punch at my face. connects with my jaw. Sharp pain radiates through. Stagger back, but stay up. Adrenaline numbing the ache. He rushes me. Fists flying wild. Ready this time, though. Duck under swing. Drive fist into his stomach. Knock wind right out of him. He stumbles back, gasping for air. Composure shattered completely. Amanda moves toward door, but he notices. Face twists with fresh rage. Lunges for her again. Pure instinct takes over. Grab his collar. Drag him back hard. Slam him against wall. This ends now. Keep voice low. Dangerous. You're not going to hurt her, and you're not coming near us again. He tries shoving me off, but strength is fading. Can see desperation in his eyes. Suddenly hear knocking, then footsteps in hallway. Someone must have heard, called for help. Watch his face go pale. Realizes his escape. Is slipping away fast. Door bursts open suddenly. 2 police officers rush in. Quickly assess the situation. Step back from him. Let them handle things now. He doesn't resist as they cuff him. Face completely blank. Like all that twisted resolve. Just drained away at once. One officer approaches me. Takes down my statement. Other one leads him out. Watch him go without a word. Amanda stands to the side. Face still pale. Tears glistening in her eyes. Mix of shock and relief. Can feel her staring at me, but don't look back. Finish giving statement to police. Turn to leave quietly. Amanda reaches out. Grabs my arm. Ryan, thank you. I don't know how to make up for everything. Everything I've put you through. Shake my head. Gently pull arm away. You don't need to make up for anything. Amanda, we're done. Take this as a second chance. Make something better out of it. Walk out. Don't look back. Night air feels cool and fresh. Strange lightness settling over me. Nightmare finally over. Feel deep sense of relief, knowing I'm truly free. Few days pass in strange calm. First time in months. Life feels like my own again. Her ex-boyfriend behind bars. Facing charges. Amanda out of my life for good. Back to work. Back to routine. Feel almost like new man. But that sense of closure, just an illusion. One evening, about to leave office, phone buzzes. Message from Amanda. Stare at it. Reluctant to open. Something makes me swipe screen. I know you don't owe me anything, Ryan, but I need to talk. Please, just one more time. Debate ignoring her. Nothing she could say would change anything between us, but message has desperate tone. Doesn't sit right. Don't trust Amanda, but feel uneasy, leaving things unresolved. Against better judgment. Agree to meet. Choose quiet coffee shop. Edge of town. Place we've never been together. No memories here. No ghosts to haunt us. Arrived to find her already there. Looking smaller, more worn than ever seen her. She looks up as I approach. Expression strange mix. Of guilt and relief. Thanks for coming. Folds hands together on table. No, this is more than I deserve. Just nod. No point in pleasantries. What's this about, Amanda? Takes deep breath. Glances around empty cafe. Before finally speaking. I haven't been completely honest. There's more to this than I let on. Feel cold knot tighten in stomach. Force myself to stay calm. More to what? She hesitates. Stares down at her hands. I didn't just meet him by accident. I knew him before we met. Years ago, before you and I got together. He was different back then. But things got complicated. He was possessive, obsessive even when I met you. Thought I'd left that part of life behind. Thought he was gone. Mind reeling from her words. So you're telling me you knew he was dangerous and still let him back into your life? She flinches but nods. I thought he had changed. Thought I could keep it casual. Keep it under control. I was wrong. He never let go of me, Ryan. Takes shaky breath. And now he's made me part of his world. Lean forward. Try keeping voice steady. What do you mean his world? Her eyes meet mine. See pure fear radiating from them. He's involved in things. Dangerous things. And he's dragged me into them. He won't let me walk away now. She continues, voice getting more desperate. I thought if I tried to be with him, he'd be satisfied. He'd let me go. But he's not. And he thinks, pauses, looks around nervously. He thinks you're in the way. Feel chill run down spine. This isn't just about bad decisions anymore. This is about survival. Thought I'd close door on Amanda. But like nightmare refusing to end, she's dragged me into something dark. Something dangerous. Something can't just walk away from. What does he want from me? Keep voice barely above whisper. He wants you gone, Ryan. Her tone apologetic and fearful. He blames you for everything. I know it doesn't make sense. But to him, you're the reason I left him years ago. He thinks if you weren't in picture, I'd go back to him completely. Realization hits like punch to gut. This man isn't just a threat. He's obsessed. And I'm his obstacle, but not going to let Amanda or anyone else pull me down. Why tell me this now? Keep voice even. Why not let me walk away? She shakes head, eyes pleading. Because he's going to try again. And this time, he's not coming just to scare you. He's planning something. Something worse. I don't know what he's capable of anymore. Didn't want to live with you not knowing. What's coming? Long moment of silence. Don't know whether to thank her or hate her more for dragging me back into nightmare. But one thing clear. This isn't over. Can't leave it to chance. Hope he loses interest. He's coming for me. Need to be ready. All right. Break silence finally. I'm going to end this. Amanda looks up. Surprise flickers across face. Ryan, please? He's dangerous. You can't just cut her off. I'm not letting him control my life. Not anymore. You may have gotten tangled up with him, but I'm not afraid of him. She nods slowly. Looks away. Expression unreadable. Just be careful. Don't want you to get hurt because of my mistakes. Irony is rich, but don't comment. Stand up instead. Give one final nod. Leave her there. Heard everything needed to hear. Next few days blur together. All about preparation. File restraining order against him. Document everything Amanda told me. Alert police about potential danger. But know deep down, this won't be enough. Someone like him won't care about legalities. Won't stop for warnings. Start taking self-defense classes. Something never thought I'd do, but not taking any chances now. Prepare myself every day, both mentally and physically, for inevitable confrontation. Every night sleep lightly, listening for any sound. Any sign that he's finally come to settle things. 1 week later, that moment arrives, past midnight. Hear noise outside apartment. Unmistakable sound of window being jimmied open. Heart pounds but stay calm. Reach for baseball bat. Keep by my bed now. Know he's here. This time I'm ready. Watch him creep into apartment. His figure dark. Silhouetted against streetlight. Coming through window. Feel surge of adrenaline. Course through veins. He steps further in. Completely oblivious to my presence. Move silently from behind. Raise the bat. One swift movement. Swing hard. Connect with his shoulder. Send him stumbling forward. Grunt of pain echoes in dark. He spins around, eyes wide with shock. Then fury. You! Snarls while clutching shoulder. You think you can keep me away? Raise bat again. Keep voice steady. Ice cold. I don't think. I know. This ends here. We stare each other down. Tension thick enough to cut. His rage simmers in dark. Of my living room, neither of us moves. Air thick with anticipation. Of what comes next, he clenches jaw. Face twisted with anger, but see something else. In his eyes, flicker of hesitation. Maybe even fear. Hadn't expected me to fight back. You don't know who you're messing with. Tries keeping voice steady. Think a little restraining order. Or swing with that bat. He's going to stop me? Hold bat firmly. Don't let him see any doubt. Think I've heard enough from you? This ends tonight. You're done stalking me. Done terrorizing Amanda. It's over. Bitter smile creeps across his face. Voice drops to taunting whisper. Over. You think I'm just some punk? You can scare off with courage? I know people, Ryan. People who make me look like a saint. You don't want me as your enemy. Don't flinch. Prepared myself for this. For whatever threats he could throw my way. Could have all connections in world. Doesn't change fact. He's alone in my apartment. Unarmed. With nowhere to run. What's the matter? Keep tone cold. Thought I'd just lie down. Let you ruin my life? Be another name on your list. Of people you scare into submission. His eyes narrow dangerously. Hands clenching into fists. Can see him weighing options. Torn between retreating and taking one last desperate shot. But he has no way out. Cornered himself completely. Then in a flash, he lunges forward. Body tense with wild anger. Reckless desperation. Ready for him. Sidestep quickly. Swing bat low. Catch him right in leg. He stumbles hard. Crashes to floor. Gasping and clutching knee. Had enough? Watch him struggle. Try to push himself up. Face twisted in pain. And humiliation. You think this is it? Spits words out. Defiance still flashing. In his eyes. I'll be back, Ryan. Make sure you regret every second of this. Shake my head. Last of my sympathy. Long gone. You're done. Say it firmly. This is where it ends. Suddenly, new sound breaks silence. Faint wail of sirens, growing louder each second. He whips head around, panic flashing across face. Hadn't expected this. You called the cops? Stammers as bravado drains away. Thought I'd take this into my own hands? Keep voice steady. I'm not like you. Don't break into people's lives. Turn them upside down for fun. Sirens getting louder now. Red and blue lights flash against windows. As police cars pull up outside, take step back. Watch him sitting there. On floor. breathing heavily, face pale and furious. Police burst in seconds later, guns drawn, commands quick and efficient. He doesn't resist. As they pull him up, cuff hands behind back, shoots me one last look. As they lead him out, mixture of hatred and something else, almost looks like respect. As door closes behind them, weight of everything. Hits like tidal wave, set back down, hands shaking now. As adrenaline wears off, it's over, truly over. He's out of my life for good, feel something close to peace. But before can process fully, another knock at door. Open it to find officer, expression serious. Mr. Langford looks me over carefully. Can we speak for a moment? Nod and let him in. Though feeling wary, officer sits down, gestures for me to do same. There's something you should know about this man, begins in careful voice. We've been tracking him for a while. He's part of larger investigation, tied to series of incidents involving stalking, extortion, and threats. You aren't his first victim. Feel chill run down spine. As officer continues speaking, he's targeted others before, all connected to people who had moved on from him. You're lucky you came forward. Even luckier he didn't escalate things further. Try processing his words, reality of how close I came, to something darker than realized. So what happens now? Officer meets my gaze directly. He'll be facing charges. He'll be held without bail. But there's a network behind him. People who might come after anyone connected to his case. You should stay vigilant. Mr. Langford, this may not be entirely over. Peace I felt moments ago shatters completely. Wasn't just him. There's entire network. Assumed troubles would end with his arrest. Now seems like tangled up in something much bigger. As officer leaves, his words echo in mine. Locked door behind him. Triple check every window. Feel sense of paranoia. Haven't felt before. Threat isn't gone, only transformed. Next few days pass in haze. Each moment filled with strange mixture of fear and vigilance. Check surroundings constantly, suspicious of every unfamiliar face, every unmarked car parked nearby. Friends notice tension in me, but don't explain. How could I? Who would believe me? One evening, returning home, notice note taped to door. Heart pounds as pull it off. Unfold with trembling hands. We don't forget. Scan empty hallway. But no one there. Locked door behind me. Adrenaline spiking. Search apartment thoroughly. Check every corner. Everything empty. Silent. Days pass. Nothing more happens. Almost convinced myself. Note was final scare tactic. Last attempt to keep me on edge. But deep down, no truth. Stumbled into something dangerous. They aren't just gonna let me walk away. One night, drifting off to sleep. Phone buzzes with text. Unknown number. Enjoying your freedom, Ryan. Stare at screen. Words burning into mind. They're watching. After note on door and text that arrived later. Nerves are raw. Sleep becomes luxury. Can barely afford. Double check every lock. Memorize every face. In neighborhood. Carry heavy flashlight. Wherever I go. But sense of being watched. Of being hunted. Lingers like shadow. Days pass with no sign. Of him or anyone else. Try to convince myself. Maybe nightmare finally over. Just as begin to feel sense of normality returning. Receive unexpected call. From Detective Marlowe. Officer who handled my case. Mr. Langford. His voice tense. Need you to come down. To the station? There's been a development. What kind of development? Ask as heart sinks. Best if we discuss it in person. Offers no more details. Hour later, sitting in sterile interrogation room, under harsh glare of fluorescent lights, Detective Marlowe enters, carrying thin manila file, drops it onto table between us. We've had a break in the case involving your ex-wife's boyfriend, says while flipping open file. Thought you should know. He managed to post bail. Cold shiver runs down spine. What? Thought he was being held. Without bail. Marlowe nods grimly. He was, but someone with significant resources. Intervened. Paid hefty amount. Got him out. He vanished shortly after release. Mind racing now. You think he's coming after me? Marlowe hesitates, carefully choosing words. We believe he's connected to larger operation, one that deals with tracking and extortion. People who cross him don't fare well. He's not just angry. Mr. Langford, he's a threat. Floor seems to tilt beneath me. So what am I supposed to do? Just wait for him to show up? We're putting together protective detail, Marlowe assures me. But there's only so much we can do. He has network. People skilled at staying hidden. Need you to stay vigilant. Don't go anywhere alone. If anything seems off, call us immediately. Leave station with dread. Settling in pit of stomach. Law tried to protect me, but seems my enemy. Has resources beyond anything I'd imagined. Now he's free, with grudge to settle, dark network backing him. Far from safe. 2 nights later, wake up to sound, something tapping against window. Heart leaps as sit up. Grip flashlight next to bed. Silence hangs thick in air, kind that presses in. From all sides, hold breath. Strain to hear anything else. Then sound comes again. Soft, deliberate tap. Move quietly to window. Peer out into darkness. At first see nothing, but own shadowed reflection. Then as eyes adjust, spot him standing. Under streetlight across road, face partially hidden by hood of jacket. He's watching me, motionless, with expression that sends chill through bones. Without thinking, grab phone, fingers shaking. As dial police, operator's voice crackles, steadying me just enough to give address, explain situation, look back out window, but he's gone, vanished into night. When officers arrive, search area thoroughly, but he's disappeared, leaving nothing but lingering sense of presence. They offer reassurance, but can see uncertainty. In their eyes, they're as unnerved as I am, knowing full well this isn't kind of man who simply gives up, goes away. Next day, contact private investigator, desperate for protection, beyond what police can offer, done feeling helpless, done waiting for him to make his next move. If he's going to stalk me, going to turn tables, hunt him down first. Investigator is no-nonsense woman, named Claire, listens to my story with calm that feels almost comforting. This guy sounds like classic predator, she says while taking notes. They get off on control, on fear they create, but they're more predictable than they think. He'll slip up over next week. Claire works quietly, in background, tracking down leads on his connections, gathering information. She teaches me how to set up hidden cameras around my property, alerting me to any sign of his presence, with her guidance beginning to feel less like prey, more like man with options. But then, just as things seem to be turning in my favor, receive call that changes everything. It's Amanda. Ryan, voice shaky, almost panicked. I don't know who else to call. He's here. He found me. Freeze, mind racing. Where are you? Gives me address. Small rundown motel, edge of town. I don't know what to do. He's threatening me, saying he'll come after you too. I think he's planning something. Against better judgment, agree to meet her. Don't trust her, not after everything. But can't shake feeling. If she's truly in danger, then so am I. Maybe, just maybe, facing him together. Only way to end this, once and for all. Arrive at motel, as dusk settles over town, casting long shadows. Across empty parking lot. Place is quiet, almost eerily so. Find Amanda huddled in car, looking fragile, terrified. She jumps out when sees me. Running over, face pale. Thank you for coming, she whispers. No, you had no reason to. Where is he? Interrupt. Scanning area. Why did you bring me here? She hesitates, glances around, like expecting him to appear any moment. He's watching. He's always watching. Said he'd be here, but don't know if he's already inside or waiting to catch us. Off guard, just as she speaks, figure emerges from shadows. At far end of parking lot, it's him, moving with deliberate slowness. That sends shiver down spine. He wears smirk, almost amused, as if enjoying fear. He sees on both our faces. Well, isn't this cozy? Calls out, voice mocking. The husband and wife, back together, facing their worst nightmare, take step closer, gaze dark. Unblinking, grip flashlight in pocket. Wonder if it'll be enough. This time is different. He has no fear left, only quiet. Unsettling resolve. Did you really think you could escape me, Ryan? Says with menacing voice. I don't let go that easily. Glance at Amanda. She looks terrified as I feel. No turning back now. We're trapped. Both of us caught in crosshairs of his obsession as he moves closer. Footsteps echoing. Across empty parking lot. Feel heart pounding, every instinct screaming. This is it. Moment everything. Comes to head. Nowhere to run. No help on way. Amanda and I alone. Facing down man, who has nothing left to lose. He stops few feet from us. Eyes dark and cold. Twisted smile playing at lips. You know, Ryan, voice low and dangerous. Thought I'd be satisfied. Just scaring you. But seeing you here, ready to fight for her. It's almost funny. All this effort for woman who betrayed you, tighten grip on flashlight. Ready myself. This isn't about her. Keep voice steady, despite fear gnawing at me. This is about you, not controlling our lives anymore. He laughs, chilling sound. Echoes around us. Oh, I control everything. Ryan, I always have. Then, in one quick movement, pulls knife from jacket, blade gleaming. Under dim light, Amanda gasps. Her hand reaches for mine. Grip tight. Can feel her trembling. Force myself stay calm. To focus. Last chance, Ryan. Sneers while pointing knife. Walk away now. Maybe I'll let you live. Don't move. No, can't back down. If turn away now, he'll haunt me forever. Chasing me, controlling me from shadows. This my only chance. To end it. Slowly step forward. Raise flashlight. Keep eyes locked on him. I'm not going anywhere. Voice filled with resolve. Barely recognize. You don't scare me anymore. Something shifts in his expression. Flicker of doubt crosses face, but too late. He lunges, arm swinging toward me. Knife glinting as slashes through air. React on instinct. Bring flashlight down. With all my strength, meet his arm with sickening crack. He cries out. Knife clatters to ground. But he's not finished before can react. Swings fist. Connects with my jaw, sending me stumbling back. Pain explodes across face. Force myself stay upright. Fueled by adrenaline and need to survive, Amanda moves in. Kicks knife away, face twisted with fear and determination. Leave us alone, she shouts. Voice echoing in silence. He turns on Amanda. Rage burning in his eyes. Not going to let him touch her. Throw myself at him. Grappling for control. Hands reaching for shoulders. We struggle together. He fights back. With desperate strength. His hands clawing at me. But hold firm. Refusing to let go. Crash to ground. Both of us gasping for breath. Locked in brutal struggle. As his strength begins to waver. Find an opening. Press him down. Pin him hard. Voice comes out as low growl. It's over. Whisper while watching. His defiance fade, replaced by something. Close to fear. Police sirens finally sound. In distance, their lights flashing as they pull into parking lot. Officers pour out, guns drawn, shouting commands. Let go. Step back. Breathing heavily as they move in, cuffing him, hauling him to feet. He glares at me, face mask of hatred, but meet his gaze calmly. He has no power left, nothing left to threaten me with. I'm free. As they lead him away, Amanda turns to me, eyes filled with mixture of relief and regret. Ryan, I don't know how to thank you. Never wanted you to get caught up in this. Look at her. Feel strange sense of peace. It's over now, Amanda. We're done here. She nods, tears glistening in eyes. I'm sorry. For everything. Don't respond. Nothing left to say. We both made our choices. Now time to move on. Officers take statements. Ensure he'll face long list of charges. As last patrol car pulls away, stand alone in empty parking lot. Silence settling around me. Like shroud, for first time in months. Feel sense of calm. Feeling of freedom. Nightmare finally over. Come out other side. Stronger and more certain. Of myself than ever before. Walk back to my car. Take deep breath. Let cool night air fill my lungs. The shadows have lifted and I'm free, truly, finally free.